Yo guys, what is up?
Hey,
Hey Josh.
Gage. Hey, your fit looks pretty fire today.
I'm kind of iced out today, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't understand why you're stunting on me so hard at 8:47.
Bro, I just think you're just a treat, and I just wanted to treat you.
We set up the podcast at 8:30 today's Wednesday, every Wednesday, and I come on Gage. The first thing I see, this man has a chain on, like he owns stuff, right? Like he has a lot of money, and we all know he doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'm so confused.
I got this for free.
But
dude.
also, really? Oh, it's fake. Oh, you got a fake chain on.
I don't know what it is. It was originally Alex,
Dude.
and then Alec gave it to Micah, and then Micah gave it to me.
Huh. You should see if it's fake or not. If it isn't, sweet. If it is fake though, I think you have to fight whoever gave it to you last.
I have to fight Micah.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I would immediately die. He's picked me up and thrown me around like a freaking small children's book.
Yeah, that's how it feels when he's just trying to hug you. So. Yeah. Dude, how's your day been?
Bro, I'm so busy out my butt, dude. And it's stressful, bro. And I'm overwhelmed and I don't know how to lead. So that's hard.
Okay.
I don't know how to be a boss, dude. I just like following. I just like working for people. I don't like being a boss. And so I knew it was going to be a challenge, but it's just like freaking hard, dude. And I feel like I'm doing bad at it. And so I'm just trying to freaking giddy up, you know, get the frick back on the horse and ride that bad boy into the sunset. That's all I'm trying to say, bro.
You ever think about maybe doing what they did in A Bug's Life?
What do you mean by that?
Just, whenever like they're all gathering food, right? Mm-hmm. And they're walking in a straight line, and there's those ants that are like, right this way, keep going this way. Like you just implementing that into your leading skills.
So just tell people this way?
Yeah.
I mean, I could try that. I haven't tried it.
Yeah. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is they say no and then become an atheist, and then ultimately that blood ends up on your hands. But other than that, it could also...
That's not too bad. I mean,
people could be like...
That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be much worse than what I'm doing already, so...
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to, like, be their friend and stuff?
No, like, honestly, I'm trying to not be their friend. Because I'm so friendly. Like, and I know all of them. I was already friends with them. So I'm like, I'm trying to be boss, but I don't know how to be boss, dude. Boss Gage, he has never existed, and I'm convinced he never will exist. Like, it's just an alternate universe that I can't jump into, you know?
They just, like, you're going into work, and you're like, okay, today I can't be friendly. I've got to be a boss. I can't be friendly. I got to be a boss. I can't be friendly. You're saying that all the way until you get into work, and then like, hey, Gage, what's up? And you're like, shut up! And they're like, what? You're like, I'm sorry. I'm good. How's it going? You're like, hey, I'm going to need those reports by the end of the day. I really need them. And she's like, oh, yeah, I don't know if I could get and then in your mind, you just want to be like, it's okay. Just like, get it to me as soon as you can, because I really need them. But in your mind, you're like, I gotta be a boss. And she's like, yeah, I don't know if I can. You're just like, just get it to me. You're fired.
I'm like,
oh my god.
I'm like, just get it. She's like, I might be able to finish it. I'm like, just get it to me right now. Sorry.
You get real nervous. And you're like, if you don't get it to me, you're fired. She's like, what? You're like, yeah, it's just like if you don't get it to me, you're fired.
You're fired. What? I said you're fired.
What was that? I said you like grab the fire extinguisher, you just set it on the table, you're like, They're
like, I'm
you're gonna need this.
No. You're fired.
Kind
You're
of.
the opposite of this.
You just get so mad she doesn't pick up on it that you're just like, you're freaking fired. Get out.
Oh, Lord. How are you, man?
I'm good.
Nice.
I'm good. I'm gravy. I'm just hanging out. I played a Lego game last night.
Dude, how was that?
Dude, honestly, it was kind of hard.
Like, it was hard
It
to
was
play
kinda
with
freaking
her,
hard.
or it was a hard game?
No. I am having to teach her how to play because like she wants to, and she's just never has. She did pretty good though, and no, it was just like, first of all, when you and I were growing up and we played Lego games, they didn't talk. It was all mush mouth.
Yeah.
These guys talk. I don't really care for that.
Yeah, I hate that.
Because,
That's
your boy's an old school.
Yeah.
And then, like, a feature I do like is, like, there's a split screen. Like, if you run to one side and someone else wants to go, it'll split. But, dude, it throws you off. Like,
dude, I know, because it doesn't spin or whatever?
Off. Yeah.
Just do a straight line.
It one way.
That's all you got.
So, we spent maybe, like, 30 minutes trying to figure out this one puzzle. And then it turns out, like, there was a very small... Because, when you play Legos, you can beat the crap out of everything, and it just spouts out money.
Yeah.
And then it gives you things to build sometimes. Well, like, the smallest thing that you wouldn't think, like, you could hit, you could. And it was, like, the last piece of the thing that we needed to build. And that was 30 minutes to figure that out.
Wow.
And I lost a bunch of money doing that because I just kept dying.
A bunch of stuff. I'm way behind a bunch of stuff.
Other than that, though, my life's pretty much normal. Just still getting over the fact that my best friend left me. So like,
yeah, dude.
Like that,
crazy story the other day. Sorry, were you still talking? I was.
Yeah, what was your crazy story? Go ahead.
I was just.
No. I'd like to hear it. I bet you have one.
Go ahead. No, really, it's fine. Do I like your Naruto hat? What are you watching these days?
Naruto. Yeah.
I really didn't know you were still watching that.
Yeah, dude, there's 500 episodes.
That's a lot of Naruto.
That's right. That's not if you're counting like when he was a kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you in like Shippuden or whatever it's called?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if you guys don't know who Naruto is, yeah, he's kind of like a high level shinobi, kind of the Nine Tails Jinchuriki.
Wow, you're really putting it on that word. Can you say that again?
Oh, you mean Jinchuriki?
Okay, the R, dude.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's a Nine Tails Jinchuriki of the Hidden Leaf Village, and he's gonna be the Hokage one day. So I'm sure you guys have heard of him, and if you haven't, like, freaking nerds, That's pretty much all I've been watching though, because there's so many episodes, and I also have to watch it in Japanese. So I'm learning a new language. Dude,
speaking of,
I gotta say,
what?
Before you say things with your mouth and your thoughts, going from watching something in like Japanese and then doing it in its original, I'm sorry, not in its original, but it's like its English version, you figure out just how cringy it really is. Dude, I bet.
I freaking
Americans ham it up.
I freaking hate dubbing. You know that. I hate English dub. Do. Just sucks.
You even hate you hate subtitles in general.
I'm not a huge subtitle fan, but in anime, I will fight for it. Because I think that the voice actors originally are far superior to any freaking English speaking individual. Because they're just like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, this is so horrible.
Okay. I'm gonna do an English anime. Just give me a scenario, and I'm gonna do it, and you tell me if you would watch it in dubbed or not.
Okay, so how about you do it in the English dub, but then you do it also in Japanese, and we'll see which one's better, right? Okay, sweet. So we'll do that. Okay, so the scenario. The scenario is.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Okay, go.
I don't
know.
I like try it, and you're like, "Are you racist?" I go, "No." You go, "I don't think you really know Japanese."
I know. No, I know.
don't.
I think maybe you just don't
I
know.
know.
I feel like you could convince someone that you just spoke Japanese if they didn't know it too. Like if you were trying to convince me, I'm sure if I didn't know you, you could totally convince me that you just spoke Japanese.
Yeah, I think it's because like Americans just want to be. They either like want to be gullible and believe something if they think you're interesting enough, or like they don't care so much they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's really good Japanese," and then they want to just leave.
That's me, dude. I'm like, someone does something like, and they're like, "Isn't that awesome?" I'm like, "Wow, that's so cool, man. That's really cool. Thanks for showing me that."
Dude, don't you do you ever do this where someone is like, "Dude, have you seen this movie?" and you don't care so much, you're like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Wasn't it so good?" and you go like, "Yeah, it was pretty good," but you've never seen
I do that.
Or you just like,
I've done that so many times. Let me tell you.
because I feel like they're about to recommend it to me. They're like, "Dude,
I know, and I know that I'm not going to
to
watch it, so I just want to save face, and I just go, "Yeah, I've seen that."
I'm trying harder to work on like being more honest about what I do want to do and not want to do. Like if I'm with friends and we're looking for a movie and they're like, "Oh, dude, have you seen this movie?" and I really don't want to watch it, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I saw it," so that they won't pick it. but I really just need to be like, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, because they're literally like seeing if people want to watch a movie, and you're just too afraid to be like,
yeah,
no. Here's my thing though: if I'm watching a movie with someone, I typically like to watch a movie we both have not seen. Like typically, that's my thing. Yeah, you do like to do that because I don't want them to be like, I don't want them to accidentally spoil. I don't want them to know ahead of me what's going on, so that I can figure it out before them, and then I can just destroy it.
Right.
That's not true, but I just like to experience the movie together with somebody for the first time, and it's not an equal experience. Like they're experiencing it through me, and I don't want that because I'm probably not going to like it as much.
I think the last movie we watched together that we both haven't seen was Harley Quinn, and then that was a funny story actually. Gage and I watched the Birds of Prey movie together, and like by the end of it, like I'm watching it, he's watching it, right? I look over to Gage at some like parts, and he's like holding his stomach, right? So I just think like maybe he's hungry, or maybe he has a little bit of gas, and then by the final act of the movie, I see him like his hand like stays over his mouth, and I'm like, what is he doing? And then the movie ends, and I go, so what did you think? And he just spits up, and like his hands covering his mouth, right? Spits up, and puke flies through his through his fingers, and he just keeps throwing up. And I had to take him to the ER and get his stomach pumped. He almost died.
Yeah.
But he really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just kidding. That movie sucked so bad. I want to die, bro.
Yeah, dude. I wished that someone had a mallet, and they would go like, "Hey, how do you think this would feel if like I just bashed you over the head with it?" And I would go like, "I don't know, like, would you want to try it?" And they would go, "I would."
They're like, "You want to pause the movie?" You're like, "No, it's okay."
Yeah, I was like, "No, keep it running. It'll still be on when I'm done."
Yeah, that movie was so bad that I was praying that some gunman would kick down the door and shoot me in the face. I was praying that. Yeah.
I was wondering why you unlocked my door and just like left it open.
The movie's playing, you're like, "Dude, you see that?" And you just look over, I'm on my knees, I'm like, "Dear God, please end my suffering. Lord, I know that this is not part of your plan. This cannot be in your will because it is so freaking horrible. I know, I discern your Holy Spirit is not in this movie. Please kill me."
The door was open, and like Gage was just looking at it open, and I was like, "Can I close my door?" And he goes, "No." I go, "Okay."
I go, "Oh, shooter! Oh, guy with gun! Is this Texas? I know you have one. Please come kill me.
He grabbed his wallet and like just threw it like out just like by the door.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any money, but it's a wallet. So
I actually put up like picket signs that said "shoot guy this way" and like had arrows all the way to your front door.
I caught Gage in the parking lot just stopping people, and he'd be like, "Excuse me, hey, hey, what's your name?" And they'd be like, "Joe Schmo," and he'd be like, "Joe, dude, what's up, man? I'm Gage. I just I'm not from around here anymore. I used to live here. I was just like getting used to the neighborhood. Thinking about moving in, possibly. You know, Gage is a liar, so this is what he does. And he's having a conversation with this guy. He's like, "Where do you work? What do you do?" And stuff like that. And then it gets like an awkward like part where the conversation's over and it's kind of silent. And Gage is like, "Oh yeah. Hey, will you shoot me?"
Dude.
And the guy's like, "What?" And he's like, "Will you shoot me dead?" "Yeah, I'm watching a movie upstairs with my buddy and I hate it."
They're like, you're watching a movie right now. I'm like, well, yeah, but I came out here to talk to you. And they're like, I don't even know what your name is, dude. And I'm like, it's Gage. Nice to meet you, man. And they're like, I'm not going to shake your hand, dude. Dude, funny enough, this is the second time I've talked about someone shooting me today. This morning,
really?
we were doing...
Are you okay?
We were doing icebreaker questions this morning in my small group, and it was a nightmare. Yeah. It was so dumb. It was the worst conversation of all time. So I had to apologize to the new guy. I was like, it's usually better. Luckily, he knew me, so they all know me. So, but like,
yeah.
So the question was,
okay,
what?
Okay, we're gonna start with some icebreaker questions.
Will you
I'll start. No,
that's not what down. Chris, this one's kind of fun. Will you shoot me? All three of you guys need to answer yes or no.
I was going to say, maybe I just figured out why you're a bad leader.
Yeah, dude. So the question was, if you had to be stranded on a desert island with nobody or your worst enemy, shut up. Your worst
enemy.
your nemesis, would you be alone or would you choose your enemy? And so I was like, I don't know, because like being alone is really bad for me. I just go crazy, and like I think that it would be fun, and then I experience it like quarantine, and I'm like, this is awful. I freaking hate this. Because I need to talk to people. Otherwise, I freaking wilt, bro. So we were talking about it, and I was like, it'd be kind of funny, like, because I'm like, you can have like an enemy, and they cannot know that you hate them whatsoever. And so it's like you get to the island, and you're like, hey, man, so basically I either was alone or with my enemy. And they're like, enemy? I thought we were friends. And you're like, no, I freaking hate you. And so then I was just talking about, like, I would do my enemy so that they could kill me. And I'm like, what if they just didn't hate you? You're like, I need you to shoot me. And they're like, I'm not going to shoot you.
Kill me.
I invited you here so that you would shoot me. And if you don't shoot me, then I'm going to not like you even more than I already not like you. So really, you're walking a fine line. Because if I have to freaking get someone else out to this island to shoot me, one, I can't. And two, that's stupid. When you can just shoot me and get away with it scot-free. Haven't you ever wanted to kill someone? And I don't know, like, I don't even know if I have my worst, like, would they choose it for you or would you tell them that it's your worst enemy, you know? Because I couldn't pick. I have no idea.
What if you're your own worst enemy? Then what's the other option?
Dude, a freaking clone of you? I would totally shoot myself.
Yeah. So, well, no, not a clone of you.
You're just alone.
Yeah. You. So like, there'd have to be another. If you're your own worst enemy, because you yourself, you are. So, what would the other option be?
Like a trick question.
Yeah, because technically you're choosing to be alone or be alone.
That would be like even more. Like I would be my own worst enemy even more after that, dude.
I would say my worst enemy was actually my best friend.
That's cute.
And then that way I would be like, hey, I hate you. And then we'd be stranded on an island.
Yeah, they'd be like,
really
prove it. And then you'd show up and we'd do like just one of our regular interactions where we tell each other to shut the frick up and we make fun of each other.
Yeah,
And they'd be like, this guy hates that guy.
Jeez. They'd be like, get these guys out of here.
Yeah. Literally, me and Josh, when we talk on the phone, and the rare occasion that I answer or I call him back, like, we just open with an argument almost every time. Either it's an argument or it's saw dude over and over again for like 45 seconds to a minute. And then we laugh and then we start talking. Or we start with like just freaking berating each other, just freaking tearing into one another.
We used to do that to each other growing. I don't even know how that came about. Like, we started off at a young age just like roasting the heck out of each other.
But like, not even roasting, just like for no reason, just calling each other freaking stupid idiots and like screaming shut up at each other over and over again.
Yeah. Just the most aggressive to create the thickest skin.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where it came from either.
I think honestly you started it.
Maybe.
I think we were playing games one day and you kept calling me a freaking idiot. And I was like, dude, I'm not a freaking idiot. Like, you're a freaking idiot, if anything. You know how little kids be, you know, you got to turn the tables.
Yeah, you got to say the same thing back.
I know you said that I'm a freaking idiot, but have you considered, slides the paper over,
Maybe
you being a freaking
idiot? The idiot? Did you ever think about that? And they're like, oh, frick, dude, I never thought about that. Frick, dude.
Jeez, man. Well, and they'd be like, actually, I think you're a poopy butt face. And then I'd be like, oh, dang, dude. Well, what if you're stupid fart smeller? What if there was a court? What if there was like a court for like insulting? You know, like two lawyers just sit down and they just come up with
like
insults.
Who has the better roast like wins the case.
Yeah,
dude, that's like honestly real. That's like how American law.
MTV,
that's how American law works.
I bet MTV could pick that up because they don't have any other like. It can't be worse than anything else they have.
Dude, okay. Before I forget this, when we were talking.
Hey, don't forget.
Oh, frick, I forgot. No, I'm just kidding. When I was saying earlier about a clone, tell me this is not true. People are always surprised when I tell them this.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's all conspiracy. It's not true.
So, if you met a clone of yourself, wouldn't you freaking hate them?
Depends. What's their agenda?
They're just you. They act the same way you do. I would freaking hate myself.
Well, it depends.
Like, I don't hate myself, but I would freaking despise meeting me.
Well, you know, I actually think you do hate yourself. And here's why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because if you, like you said, how you can't spend time with yourself, like you can't be alone. Mm-hmm. Like your inner thoughts, right? You ultimately hate them because you don't understand nor really like the directions in which they take, and you don't understand why they are that way. You have an idea, but you never really fully understand it. So if there's a clone of you, you're going to look at that clone as your inner thoughts. And then you're going to be like, frick you, dude. I hate you. You're the embodiment of my thoughts. I hate you. And I want to bash your face open with this mallet while Birds of Prey is playing in the background.
Wow, dude. I didn't know you were going to freaking psych eval me on this podcast right now.
I'm just like really good at reading people. Like, I don't know, dude. It's like always been like a gift of mine.
That's like super deep, dude. Like, if I could give you a freaking high five right now, I would.
Yeah, right there, bud. Yeah, go ahead. There we go. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Skin on skin. Nice.
That was awesome.
I don't know, dude. You know, I just have this way about me, or like, you know, I don't know. I just pulled that out of my butt crack, and
it didn't even smell bad, honestly.
It's second nature to read people like books, honestly. Like,
dude, like kind of like the Book of Boba Fett.
Well, I mean, it was just there's only one main character in this story, and it typically makes more sense. But
I don't want to spoil anything for anyone else, but good lord, dude. Me and Josh have been talking almost all of our conversations have been about that stupid show.
The only thing I like the show. My thing is though, don't call it the Book of Boba Fett if you have multiple characters that are only gonna have like their own episodes. Yeah. Like if it's gonna be the Book of Boba Fett, have Boba Fett in all the episodes, and you can sprinkle those characters.
Yeah, like we follow Boba Fett through that, rather than it's just completely disconnected from that character and it's just doing its own thing. It's like someone just ran away with the camera.
That's like me saying I'm gonna eat pizza, right? And I eat a slice of it, and then I go get a burger, and then I eat the burger, and then I don't eat the pizza again.
Yeah. What the heck, dude?
It's like, it was pizza time. It was pizza time, and I had a burger. So, something went wrong. But, I still enjoy the show. It just sucks that all the things that don't have Boba Fett in them are the most enjoyable. And I hate that because Disney's pulling a nice, sweet Zack Snyder to Boba Fett.
Yeah, they're
pulling
up Ray Fisher not saying booyah.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Is Ray Fisher making the show? I bet he's executive producing the show right now.
No, I think he's still just promoting the Snyder Cut.
I think he's still not promoting the Snyder Cut. He's promoting how much he's not going to say booyah. Because for some reason, that's awesome.
He's like, he goes into a coffee shop and he's just like, he's like, yeah, can I have an iced Americano? And they're like, sure, coming right up. And then he goes, I'm not going to say it. And they go,
they're like, sorry? They're like already moved on. They're like, sorry, what can I get? Oh, did you need something else?
Oh, he goes, I'm not going to say it. They go, what are you talking about? He goes, I know what you want me to say. And
they're like, oh, no. Like, I already spelled your name. I don't need you to spell it for me. He's like, not my name. I'm not going to say it. They're like, I really don't know what you're talking about, sir. What?
And he goes, the thing that my character always says, I'm not going to say it because it's not my character, but I'm making it mine. And like the fans want it, but like, I don't care. I'm not saying it. And they're like, who are you? Like,
dude, seriously?
What is happening?
They're like, wait a second.
And that
you were in True Detective season 3. I knew it. What line didn't you say in there? And he's like, I was in that. Thank you for watching and noticing me and remembering me. But I'm not going to say
I'm a very versatile
the
actor.
line. I'm not going to say it. And they're like, dude, what are you talking? What line?
They're like, hey, if you don't want to say it, that's fine. Like, you don't have to say anything. And he goes, it's booyah! I won't say booyah! And then Adam Driver comes up and he goes, oh, were you in Justice League? And he goes, yes. And he goes, I was actually in Star Wars. Have you seen it? And he goes, yes, I've seen it. He goes, I haven't seen it.
What's it like?
My own movies. So
what do I say in any movie I've been in? What's something I would say? And he's like, what are you talking about?
Because I haven't seen any of them.
He's like, what would you say is like a line that Kylo Ren would say? Because I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
And then he's just like,
who is this guy?
The coffee shop employees are just like, we quit. We're leaving.
Why do famous people keep coming in here?
Why do people keep coming to this coffee shop?
I see Ray Fisher standing on top of like a police cruiser with like a giant crowd, and he's got like a mic, like a megaphone, and he's like, I will not say it. And I just see a bunch of like signs that have the red like circle with a line through it. It just says booyah underneath it. It's just like, no more booyah! No more booyah!
A dude walks by and he goes, hey, what's this protest for? And this other guy turns and goes, I don't know. I just love being a part of things. And this guy just had a bunch of these signs laying out and told us to hold them up. So I don't know.
It says no more booyah. I think it's like an acronym. The B probably stands for something, and then OYAH. But I don't know. I'm just here kind of joining in, guys.
If no one is picking up on the thing, so
we've been going for so long, and now we're trying to clarify.
I know, right? Yeah. If anyone's listening and like confused as heck, Ray Fisher said that when he played the character, he wasn't going to say "booyah," which is a like it's a line that the character iconic for the character that he auditioned for, got and then starred as. So that was what happens when he goes to a coffee shop.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's all true.
That's all a true story. I saw that. Then the media doesn't want you to know that.
Right next to Ezra Miller punching a fan directly in the jaw.
Frick Ezra Miller. Okay. Did I tell you?
Hey.
Did I tell you? Okay, Ezra Miller, straight up, he just got on his Instagram or something, and he recorded a story. Okay, recorded a story on his Instagram, and he straight up was like, just greeted the KKK in his area and was like, he was like, hey, Ku Klux Klan in this town. And he's like, listen, he was like being so passive aggressive because it was like cool or whatever. And he's just like any KKK member follows Ezra Miller whatsoever. But he's like, I just love this Ezra Miller guy.
Like the KKK has an Instagram group. Yeah. Like an account.
And they follow like, Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller, yeah.
Out of all people, bro.
And
so freaking... so he's like, calls him out, but like, not really. He's like, he literally says, how y'all doing? And I'm like, why would you say that in a video where you're threatening somebody? So he goes to the video and he's like, I just want to tell you guys, I assume like something happened or something happened in which he was responding in that way, but like nobody's listening to you because you're Ezra Miller. But he's like, how about you kill yourselves or we'll do it for you? Which is one, so dark and horrible. I don't care who you are, bro. Two, like, you're Ezra Miller, dude. I guess he did choke a fan out, but like, what they would shoot you in the face.
It's just like you versus like a bunch of
absolutely insane people. I mean, obviously they're off their rockers and they're just gonna freaking shoot you.
Yeah, if you're crazy enough to be in a group of just a bunch of racist people, then I think you're crazy enough to just murder someone.
Murder Ezra Miller, absolutely.
Also, when I saw that, my first thought was, man, like, what a way to really try to convince people you're not racist.
Stop white people 2022. We're going again, dude. That's my favorite hashtag.
He's just like sitting there and he's talking to his PR team and he's like, hey, so I really want the people to know that I'm not racist. And then his PR team's like, whoa, what? And he goes, I'm going to call out the KKK.
They're like, that's like really far on the other side of the spectrum. How about you just like support Black Lives Matter? Or thinking you donate to like a black charity or something like that. And he's like, those are like kind of beneath me. Like, I'm Ezra Miller. Like, I'm the Flash. Like, I'm the guy in the new Harry Potter movies that's like super powerful. So I think I should send a message that equals my level of fame and the characters that I play, because I only play the best characters in the movies. I'm just the best actor there ever was. And they're like, see, I just think you sound freaking nuts.
They're like, see, I just feel like you're like, and he goes, what's up, KKK?
Immediately. He's like in the car with his PR team. He's like, yo, what's up, guys? It's Ezra Miller.
He goes, me and my boys in the back seat. And his PR team's like, no. Nope. And then he's like, we're coming to kill you guys.
Us, these guys right here, right behind me.
Like, Ezra, stop!
I'm like, dude, I have a family, dude.
Also, like, what if his reasoning for like telling the KKK to kill themselves? First of all, like, what a weird thing to call out on just a random day. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's widely known that they're not good people, you know? And like I don't know. It just seems funny that he's just like, what if he's just like eating cereal, like watching his movies at home, because he seems the type that's like, dude, I killed this.
It's like, dude, I'm so funny in this role. Dude, I'm so funny.
So funny. And then he's just like, oh shoot, dude, no one's bringing awareness to the KKK right now. Like, how does that thought just prompt?
Right?
Like, put it in your mind where
he's like, dude,
that's what I need to
do something about that, because I don't see anyone else. I don't see any other supreme white actors like calling these people out right now. Brad Pitt, I haven't seen him tell them to kill themselves. I also haven't seen Ben Affleck tell the KKK to kill themselves. Why isn't anyone telling the KKK to kill themselves? KKK, yourself. And he's like, I'm going to record a video. He's like, I'm going to make a video right now.
Dude.
And they're like, really? You don't have to do that. And he's like recording, and he's like, my boy's back here. We're about to come freaking roll up on you and kill you, bro. And
legally you can't film us.
And he's like, the guy's like telling him to stop, and he's like, are you a freaking racist? And he's like, no, I don't want to be in your freaking tyrant. And he's like, get out, you're fired. I want to have you working for me. And he's like, anyways, guys, see you later. KKK, I'm going to come kill you. Hangs up, and he's like, hey, man, I'm just kidding. It was just for the video. No, like, I need you. Like, I was just kidding. It's just like all for the fans. It's like, that's like how drastic I needed to be. No, you're fine. Come back in. No, actually, I'll give you a raise. Okay.
Is even the KKK like still around? I mean, I know you have people who like will always. Wow, that's wild.
It is.
That's crazy. I guess that's.
Dude, they almost had a KKK rally in Reno. As in, right next to you. It was this whole big thing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's horrible. It's really, I am surprised.
What do you, like...
Dude, actually...
how do you go out to do that, though? You know?
Let's make a video right now. Let's make a video right now. Okay.
Yeah. About what?
Let's call it the KKK.
Well, I mean, we are making a video.
Let's call it the KKK.
I don't
want
to do that.
Hey, KKK!
Hey, you guys stay away.
Guys.
Because you suck.
If you don't stop, we're going to stop for you. Capiche?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, what? You understand what I'm saying right now? That's a threat. That's a direct threat from this guy to you, bro. From one white guy to another white person. You're done, bro.
Can you imagine, like, a member of that group, like, watching Ezra's video, though, and being like, I guess I should kill myself. I guess I have to.
He's like, dude, if I don't do it, he's going to kill me. And I don't want him to kill me, so I got to do it, man. Imagine them being like, dude, I've got to stop being a KKK member. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, dude, it's getting like, I'm getting threats out here, man. Like, threats against my life, dude. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Ezra Miller, dude, he's out
Ezra Miller,
here.
that's the Flash, dude. Have you seen how fast he can freaking run? He can be on my doorstep in freaking 2 seconds, dude. Then you can go back in time and do it again.
You ever been killed past, present, and future?
You ever seen some dude run into the future and kill you, and then go back in time and then show you a video of him killing you in the future? Because
and then he kills you there in the present?
You freaking kill me! Dude, I can't believe that. That's so ridiculous. Ezra Miller, let's go, dude.
Dude.
Literally stop acting, please.
I don't know if you heard about the latest drama on Spotify.
I have seen headlines. I don't know what it is. Please explain it to me.
So, Neil Young, who's like 2+, he's like 80,000 years old. And he's a country artist.
Classic.
And it just seemed he had a problem with Spotify because his reasoning, I feel like, is a cop-out for him just like people not listening to his disgusting music anymore. Also, okay. Here's the thing. I just want to go on record right now. I'm most of the time misinformed. So if I'm wrong on something, it's not a shock.
Dude, I'm also most of the time misinformed. How's it funny that two co-hosts of a podcast that sometimes talk about pop culture literally don't know what they're talking about?
Yeah, and you know what? Who gives a frick?
I don't give a frick. I'm not here to freaking tell the news. I'm here to freaking laugh with my freaking broham.
Yeah, dude. If I get a joke out of misinformation and then I learn later that it's different, so be it.
Yeah, jokes are fake anyways. Jokes aren't even real, dude.
Because I Googled, because I said Neil Young is like a country singer. Neil Young just sounds like a country artist. And I looked up like what he is. It says Canadian American singer. And then
So he's like a rapper.
I'm not seeing, I don't know, dude. Yeah, maybe.
Neil Young the rapper.
Dude, he has a song from the 60s. Stop making music.
Stop.
You know?
Yeah, what the heck? How are you going to go from the 60s to now? There's no way you can translate.
Yeah, it just says that he's a Canadian American singer, so I don't know what that means. But you know what? For the sake of it, we're just going to say he's country.
Canada wasn't even
And if
real
he's
in
not
1960.
country,
I know that.
So he had a problem with Spotify. Not Spotify per se, but Joe Rogan.
Okay.
You know who Joe Rogan is, right?
I know who Joe Rogan is, yeah.
I don't know. He did Fear Factor.
Yeah, I know who he is. So.
You know, he commentated on the
UFC.
UFC.
I know who he is.
Probably the biggest podcast on planet
He's like
Earth
bald.
So.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, the bald guy. So, Neil Young, and this is my theory, which doesn't sound bad, okay? Neil Young sees that people are, like, streaming more Joe Rogan than Neil Young.
Okay.
So then he's, like, mad, right?
Wow. Super mature. Awesome.
But that's my theory. What really happened was he told Spotify he said, this is Josh's phrasing of it. Neil Young goes, Spotify, listen to me. Listen good. Okay? It's either me, Neil Young, who has been making music since the beginning of time, and I've walked with the oldest of people, and I've actually met Satan when he was here before he couldn't be here anymore. I met him. We made music together. Or Joe Rogan, okay? It's me or Joe Rogan. He has to go, and they go, "What? Why? Why do you want Joe Rogan out of here?" And he goes, "He's giving misinformation about COVID-19, and I hate that. So it's either me or him. You don't get him out of here, you lose all of my 1 jillion songs." And then Spotify goes, "See you, Neil."
I love that so much.
Yeah, Spotify was like, "Who gives a frick? Like, go."
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna die soon anyway. You're 80 jillion years old. And then Joe Rogan came out with a video and basically was like, "Yeah, I hate misinformation too. That's kind of why, like, I talk to people and get information. Like, I don't mean to put out misinformation. That's just how it goes sometimes." And that's me. That's me kind of paraphrasing the whole thing. But yeah, Spotify was like, "See you, Neil. I guess it was fun, I guess, but we're going to keep rolling with Joe Rogan, who has the biggest podcast."
Yeah, way more followers than you
universe
will ever have ever again.
Yeah, then I hop on Apple Music this morning. Because that's what your boy has, and I would switch to Spotify. I would.
You've tried.
The thing
tried
is,
before.
though, I didn't really try as much as, like, the
You have too much music.
going. Yeah, I just don't want to have to find it all.
Yeah, that would
again,
suck.
You know? That's just too much trouble. But I hop on iTunes this morning, and it's a picture of Neil Young, and it goes, "Neil's home."
Shut up right
This
now.
is Neil's home. No, swear.
Shut
dude.
up right
That's
now. Why would
what that
Apple
said.
do that? That's so stupid.
Well, you know, I mean, because, like, I guess to that, like, they don't have Joe Rogan, so.
Oh, they
to
don't?
them, they're just like, No. Yeah, Joe Rogan is exclusively Apple.
I did not know that.
Spotify. Yeah. Yeah, he signed a fat deal. He got paid.
That's amazing,
Apple
dude.
butt cheeks.
Yeah, okay. This all makes a lot more
then,
sense now. But Apple, why would they flaunt such a dumb thing? I've never heard of Neil Young in my whole life until now.
I guess they're just like, let's try to get the rest of these 96-year-olds on here and let their teenagers figure out how to download it for them.
Yeah, I don't think like old people use Spotify really, so why does it matter?
I don't freaking know. Maybe there's some like old geezer who's just like, hey, so no, I really don't know, because if you're that old that you're listening to Neil Young, then you should probably just have his records.
Yeah, Neil Young, like more like Neil Old. That's way too easy.
Yeah, it was bad.
We're like Neil Old.
Yeah. Dude, got him.
Dude, absolutely destroyed Neil Old right now.
You get a letter in the mail from Comedy Central, and you're invited to Neil Young's roast.
They're like freaking Neil Young's agent contacts me, and he's like, "You either lose your co-host or you can't listen to me ever again." And I'm like, "I think I'll not listen to you because I don't know who you are, bro." And he's like, "Why do people keep not choosing me?" He like thinks he's such a big shot, and he's like, again, dude.
What if his whole life he's been going through just giving people ultimatums, and like that's why his life sucks so bad, because he doesn't understand like you can have two things.
Oh my gosh, dude! He gets on freaking Apple Music, and he's like, "I saw your banner about me being home, and I really appreciate that, but I just want to say, like, it's either me or it's Justin Timberlake." So every time they're like, dude, "What? Why?" He's like, I just think I deserve that spot." They're like, "That's not even how that works, Neil."
Neil, we can't get people to listen to you because your music isn't good anymore.
Neil,
he's just like,
you were alive in a horrible time of America, and why would people listen to you?
They listen to Juice WRLD and there's like 6ix9ine and stuff, dude. That guy, he makes music. It doesn't sound like it, but yeah. I imagine like you at Neil Young's roast, and you're just like, Neil Young, more like Neil Old, and then like everyone except Neil laughs, and
he's like, "That's not even good. That's not even funny."
He would ruin his own. No, dude.
He would absolutely. Ruin his own roast.
And then at the end, you're just like, "Hey, will anybody shoot me?" No, I'm just playing. And then like the crowd doesn't answer. Like, I'm just kidding. Neil Young, everyone. Neil Old, everybody.
I'm coming out first on the stage, and they're playing like a Neil Young like song, and I walk out. I would legit be like, "Who sings this? It's kind of good." And they'd be like, everyone's like, I'm like, all right, so no one's gonna tell me? Okay, sweet. So Neil Young, more like Neil Old.
I'd be like,
"You suck, get off the stage."
And like, this guy gets
this guy
right there. He gets
funny guy right there. Get him up here. What am I doing here?
That's my dad, everybody. And he's like, no, you suck.
No, I'm not your dad anymore. You suck.
He's like, always been supportive of me.
Love my dad. love my dad. He listens to Neil Young.
I
love you, Neil.
Another crazy.
I choose you over my son.
Dude, Neil would be the type. Neil would be the type of guy who, like, he comes home to his wife and she's like, I'm gonna go out with the girls tonight, and we're gonna hang out and just spend quality time together. I'm gonna give you the house to yourself. You've been working hard lately. And I'll be back later tonight. And he goes, "It's your friends or me?" And she
every
goes,
time.
She goes, "What?" And he goes, "Either you stay home with me tonight, or you go out with your friends and we're getting a divorce." And she's like, "What the frick is
Where is this coming from, Neil?"
So she stays home.
No, she doesn't choose him. Nobody ever chooses him.
No.
Okay.
Let's see where I take this, okay? So she goes, "Okay, I guess I won't go out with him tonight. I'll stay home with you." And he's like, "Good." She doesn't think she thinks it's weird, but she's like, maybe he just had like a really rough day, like it's fine. So then she's like, I'm gonna go in the other bedroom and watch TV while you stay down here and like do your music. And he's like, either you stay here and you listen to me do music, or you go upstairs and we're getting a divorce. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm in the same house. I'm upstairs. And he's like, those are your only two options. And she's like,
he's like, I don't make the rules.
Okay. She's like, okay, fine. Then another time she's like listening to like something on her phone, and he's like, what are you listening to? And she's like, Joe Rogan's podcast.
I knew you were gonna say that. He's like, what? She's like, Joe Rogan.
And she's like, it's him. He goes, it's either him or me. And she's like, oh, for freak's sake, this is okay, Neil. If you want a divorce that bad, we'll get a divorce. And then he's like, I can't believe you. I cannot believe you. And then that's the whole reason why he went to Spotify. There we go.
Wow.
There we go. I don't know if you saw this.
I don't think any of that, what we just said, was misinformation.
Yeah, no, I think that's all 100% facts. Yeah. And if you need like a source to give to whoever you're talking to, 51
direct them to Rabbit Trails. And we're on every platform. Just tell them to watch through and see that it's true.
And like subscribe.
Yeah, like also subscribe.
Like while you're at it.
So like we're very like irrefutable news source. You can trust us. Like we know what we're talking about. We're super we proof everything before we record. Like we work really hard to give you guys the honest truth, like exactly what happened. Yeah.
And we would never even lie about it just to for
I would never ever like if I had to choose between a joke or the obvious like the good truth, like I would choose the good truth over the joke every single time. And you guys can like trust that. That's I promise. Like I'm not lying right now. I'm not.
Yeah. So now that you know that and you don't have to double check it, like don't even look at it. Like the whole Neil Young thing, like don't even go look at that. Don't even like
you've heard all of it.
Don't do it.
Like you don't need to like look into it. Like it's either you go with our story or you go look up Neil Young and you are blacklisted and you can't listen to the podcast anymore. That's all I'm saying.
But we are on everything, so follow, subscribe, and also if there's like a bell notification, maybe do that too. So this happened, and I don't know if you've known this. So, you've been eating M&Ms probably, would you say, like majority of your life?
Yeah, I do the occasional M&M.
Yeah. And like that's a really good candy, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's chocolate. I mean, you can't really go wrong.
It's solid.
Like peanut, peanut M&Ms, I prefer.
Did you know that this whole time that you've been eating transgender candies?
Expand.
So you know those commercials that promote M&Ms where the M&Ms are like, being M&Ms in real life with arms and legs and stuff?
Yeah.
Some of those candies now have been stated to be possibly transgender.
How does that even work? They don't even have pee-pee or not pee-pee.
Yeah. That's because they're candy,
Then what the frick are you talking about, bro?
that's the point that I'm making too.
Oh, okay.
That's the point I'm making too. Is that there's this wave right now. There's a wave going on right now where they feel that it's too obvious that the male candy is the male candy and the female candy is the female candy. So M&M's is just going to make some of those characters transgender. But I don't understand because I've never looked at that commercial and been like, that's a boy M&M, that's a girl M&M. Like, it's obvious that that's kind of what
Yeah.
they're doing, you know, but I never think of it that way. I just think that's candy, and it's not anything political.
Yeah, like, it would make sense for M&Ms. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know, freaking...
Just be candy, you know? Just be candy. If you're gonna do that, if it's gonna cause an outrage like that, just don't make those commercials anymore, and then just do what Twix does, you know, where it's people holding candy.
Yeah, or
talking
like
about
Reese's
candy.
cups. Just get Will
Yeah.
Arnett up in there.
Yeah, just stop. Just don't make candy have a gender at all.
And please,
please,
for the love of God, take down the stupid theater commercial where you're strapped to a missile. You've had it for so freaking long, and it needs to stop because it was never funny. And it literally, it heats up my body temperature to an unbearable temperature. And I'm hot in the theater. I have to take off my hoodie because I just get, it boils my blood when I see that. It's boiling my blood.
I'm sure it'll be gone now. I mean, personally, your boy here, you know me. I prefer non-binary candy. So
whatever you want, man.
That's my thing.
That's your thing, dude?
I'm all for candy that doesn't have a gender. It's all for candy just being candy, just trying to figure out candy's life.
Dude, I love candy that whatever candy wants to be, candy can be. Like, who am I to decide? Who are the M&M CEOs to decide what their candies are or are not? You know? Because, like, effectively saying what they are not is saying what they are. They are not. So you're just doing the same thing.
I guess.
Dude, I'm just saying, bro. I know what's going on behind the scenes, and Mr. and Mrs. M, they need to chill out.
Yeah, I just have no clue why that was a thing. I thought it was pretty wild just to see. And, like, reading it, I didn't think it was real, so.
Dude.
But turns out it's a real thing.
Bro, I wonder if Neil Old eats M&Ms.
I was thinking when we were talking about that, I was wondering if Neil Young, like, which one he chooses between M&Ms or Skittles, because you know he doesn't fricks with both.
Yeah. Speaking of, I've talked to a few different people, and they were also upset that sour gummy worms were not on that list. Because that's like a very popular candy, and I feel like USA Today just freaking effed up that list, dude.
I'll agree that some candies should have been on there, some other candies shouldn't have. I've talked to a couple people who said that we were disgusting for liking candy corn.
Yeah, I've also heard that too, and I'm like, why are you so passionate about it? It sounds like you're a freaking loser to me. You're so loyal to candy corn. Who freaking cares, bro? I don't.
We also said that candy corn shouldn't be on the list.
But it's like, I don't freaking care, you know? Like, I'm not going to stand out and take a bullet for candy corn. But if you want to take a bullet because you hate candy corn, die. I don't freaking care. I'll shoot you myself. It's like, why are you so freaking uppity about candy corn, bro? I don't freaking give a frick.
Dude, honestly, candy corn legit, what I'm finding out through us just saying that we like it, candy corn is kind of like people who hate candy corn are the same people that just don't want to get vaccinated. Like, they're going to tell you about it. Whereas, like, us who just, you know, candy corn's cool, fine, whatever. And, like, we've been vaccinated. We really don't, you know, don't care. The smart people say to take it. We take it. Doesn't matter. Like, we won't talk about it. Obviously, there's some, I'm sure there's some weirdos out there who are like, dude, candy corn is the best freaking candy corn, dude. And
if I ever met someone who did that, I'd be like, okay, dude. I mean, like, go off, but why?
I'd call 911 and be like, I think you guys lost I think you guys lost someone in the psych ward.
Yo, guys.
Yeah, he's out here preaching about candy corn.
Right now, you got like a mental patient right now. Yeah, dude. I think I'm looking at Joaquin Phoenix filming Joker 2 right now because this guy's freaking nuts.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I don't know. Sour gummy worms, yeah, probably. I could see them on on the
I don't know
list,
why
you know?
you're so hesitant about that. Like, why are you having a hard time saying that? Like, that should be easy to say. Do you not like sour gummy worms?
No, I do like sour gummy worms. I just like I don't know. I don't know if you should put sour candies in their own category. I don't know if you should mix them in with just regular
Candy's candy, bro.
because like I know, but I'm thinking of just like generic. It is because sour gummy worms is a level up from just regular
But
gummy
like,
worms.
people
whereas
buy more sour gummy worms than regular gummy worms.
I know, but it's not the default.
But like, it kind of is now. It has become the default.
I know, but not in my eyes. So that's why
dude, get your eyes freaking checked, dude.
Get my eyes freaking checked, dude. You have glasses.
Shut up.
4 eyes.
I heard people like it when we argue, dude. I heard people like it when we have a legitimate disagreement.
Maybe we'll start a thing where people can send in like things they want us to debate about, and we will do like I'll take one side, you take another side, and we just try to argue it.
Look, I have to believe it, you know? Like, I definitely have to, like,
I don't
believe what I believe, you know? Otherwise, I'm just going to give up and be like, whatever, dude, I don't freaking care. Like, candy corn. I'm like, yeah, candy corn's good or whatever. And then if people are like, dude, it sucks, I'm going to be like, okay, dude, whatever. And they're going to be like,
yeah, you're
told
right.
you. And I'm going to be like, yeah, whatever, man. I also told you that it was fine. You just screamed at me after I said that. So it's kind of your issue, not mine.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
I actually
also
did
like when we argue.
I did put a poll. I was trying it out. I put a poll on the candy episode. So if you guys are listening and you want to jump back to the candy, the ranking the best 10 candy episode, and you want to vote sour Skittles or Reese's Cups, go ahead. Because Josh was fronting, you know, that he knew what's going on, and I was saying that I think something else, and we were pretty upset about that, you know. It's kind of a rift in our relationship now.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my fault that sour Skittles isn't really that good.
Yeah, well, I didn't say Reese's Cups weren't good. I just said I wasn't fond of them. So you're like personally attacking me. You're like personally attacking me, and I'm just like kind of trying to like have a conversation, you know, and then you're just like coming straight from my like heart and my honor.
Yeah, and that's my conversation. My conversation's to your.
You're like, yeah, no, I'm like trying to do that. I'm like explaining it to you. You're like, that's what I'm doing. So.
Yeah. I agree that Reese's Cup, and that's because I'm biased, dude, 100%, and I don't give a frick about that. So, you know, yeah, I do agree. Yeah, we can't do that thing where it's just we take sides. I also like when we argue because I think it's pretty funny because we just get very comical with it, where other people just get really mean.
Yeah, like I could see someone shooting someone over a Reese's Cup. You know, I could see that.
Yeah, I could see someone like beating like their best friend to death over some sour Skittles.
I could see someone like freaking just like mutilating their best friend, like who's like a little bit shorter and like beefier and like funnier, but like the other guy's like tall and kind of like he's like skinny. Like I could see those two kind of friends like just like, oh man, just like beating each other up super hardcore over a Reese's Cup or Skittles. I could just see that. I don't know. It's just me.
Well, I know you're not talking about me because you said funnier.
You are funnier, dude.
Yeah, I guess this hypothetical is shut the frick up, dude.
Guys, next poll. Who's funnier?
The poll that just hurts.
It's just so bad. We're just like, so I don't think we're going to do the podcast anymore. We get no votes. Literally nobody votes for anything.
Yeah. Someone just comments like, I think both of you are. I think you
guys suck. I just listened to you to make fun of how stupid you are. Oh, that's
and if you do fine. That, oh, that doesn't.
That's fine.
All. And honestly, if you are someone who does that, at least you listen.
All the respect to you. I think that's freaking great.
As long as you subscribe and tell your friends to like Like, go to your friends and be like, dude, you got to listen to how stupid these guys are and how dumb their opinions are.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you keep doing that, like, I don't know, consistently, like every week, and maybe like even thumbs downing it.
Yeah.
I don't even
just like something.
Thumbs down on our video.
Yeah, thumbs down on this video, guys, if you want to see more. Thumbs up if you don't want to see anything.
Yeah, just keep hitting thumbs up if you want us to stop doing things.
Hit thumbs up if you have, like, whatever opinion you have. Like, if you have that, just hit thumbs up. Like, if you think something, then, like, just go ahead and thumbs up, guys. Because I think that's great. Like, we just champion what you think. And, like...
The more you fight against us, it just helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
So...
So, like, negative attention is attention, so...
That's right. And, we'll take whatever attention we
get.
Yeah,
like, honestly, right now, what I'm thinking to get some attention, like, I just want to call out the KKK. I just want to say, I'm going to end you guys if you don't end yourself first. Like, I will find you, and I'll bring Ezra Miller, and we will stop. We'll put a stop to you guys.
I won't have. I'm not coming.
You don't want to go
to that. I'm not. No, I don't want to. I just want to stay.
Dude, but like off the pod though, like, do you want to like? Are you like? Do you want to go to the?
No.
Like off the pod though, but like.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that just doesn't. It just doesn't sound like killing anyone doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good time.
Yeah,
especially like telling them they have to die, they have to like kill themselves, or I will kill them. That's like so awful.
What
That's
if he legitimately
so terrible. I think he legitimately thinks that. I think that dude is crazy enough. Ezra Miller. I mean, have you seen Fantastic Beasts? The dude's got a bowl cut like you've never seen in your life. And
man, I didn't think one actor could ruin a movie.
Yeah, until I saw freaking Ray Fisher not say booyah, and I thought, oh, one actor really can make a difference, and it's a really bad one.
I feel like if he wasn't in the movie, it still would have been a good
Oh, it would have been so bad, dude. It would have been so bad still. Probably worse, I mean, to be honest.
I love how also we said we would just stop talking about that movie, and we just can't help ourselves.
I can't help it, dude. It's so dumb.
My goal is for this podcast to be so big, and then Hollywood hears that, and then we just get a bunch of hate and feedback from that, and then it ultimately destroys our podcast, or it brings out the people who really hated the movie, and then we have just a very select amount of fans.
I'm just saying, dude, the people I've interacted with on Twitter who also hate the Snyder Cut, they like my comments when I'm just trashing it, and I'm like, this is actually bad. Like,
which is also a great thing that you do. Like,
thank you.
You get in beef over Twitter over that.
Just that. That's like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really healthy for
but like,
anyways, continue.
Like, it's an anger outlet, And so
sure.
They find those tweets and they like them. And it's just like some sort of brotherhood, like, I don't know. I stand in solidarity with these brothers of mine and these sisters, and they they believe in their veins the same thing that I believe. The freaking Snyder Cut sucks is coursing through their veins, just like me. And we just there's a lot of love there, So I feel like that would be a great fan base to choose from, would be the Zack Snyder Cut freaking hater dumper on stupid dumb movie haters. Dumb bad movie, I hate it. That's one hashtag, all that. Yeah. So
there you go. Sure. Well, I think that does it for this episode. Honestly,
yeah, guys.
I think we ended it. I think we're ending it on a good note, and that's that one.
Yeah. So, guys, just last tidbit: either you listen to Neil Young or you listen to this podcast. You can't have both.
That's right.
You have to choose one. So, if you listen to either or, just cut out the other one and. Honestly, if you even have to think about that, don't even listen to this anymore. If you have to think, would I rather listen to Neil Young? Just, don't even bother because we don't care about you and we don't want you to listen to our voices in your ears.
That's right.
Yeah.
They go, I think I'll just not listen to either.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we are on everything. So, like someone said earlier in the pod, I can't remember who. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was you. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, listen on pretty much anything you can think of. So if you like, oh, I don't have Apple Podcast, that's fine. We're on Spotify. Oh, I don't have Spotify.
Oh, Google Podcasts.
Something else. So you just really have no excuse on YouTube, which is free. So, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next freaking week.